All right, so that's what we're basing this tier list off of.
Yeah.
I was just kind of in a general sense.
No, it's like my opinion. And
It's
how
like-
stupid I think you are. Respectfully.
Hello. Welcome to On My Mind, the podcast, featuring yours truly, Michael Martinez. Last week, I shared some things I'm planning for the show in an update video, so be sure to listen back to that episode as I got quite a bit of information packed in there. And this week, Cole returns from the podcast, and for those of you who don't know him, he's my roommate. He's from Maryland. He likes to fly planes, play video games, and research finance in his spare time. So welcome back to the show, Cole. How you doing?
Hi. I'm okay.
He is not okay. This man is running on a Hershey chocolate bar.
I'm not happy.
It's okay, man. I got some fun stuff planned for this one. But anyway, if you are new to On My Mind, subscribe to the show. I upload new episodes every Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Sometimes.
Here at On My Mind, we're all about random chatter, witty humor, and a good time. And if you got any topics you'd like me to talk about, we also have forms for that in the description below. You can also follow us on Instagram and Twitter at OMM the podcast. I don't really tweet to keep up with the show and participate in random polls and Q&As. And with that being said, I don't really have much else to explain, and to be honest, I'm not sure if we're ready for this. But, you know, from obscure facts to tier lists, I present to you On My Mind. So, Cole, how's life? Can we get a rundown of everything you've done today?
I have not done a lot. I started moving at 11:20. Then I went to class, and I thought I would reward myself for going to class with a lunch. But then they were out of food. So I had a Hershey bar, and now I'm here. I have major tooth pain as well in one of my back, like lower teeth, because the wisdom tooth is just slamming into the molar. And it's going to get removed approximately 2 days after exams are over. So, yeah, I'm loving life.
Yeah, as soon as I get back home, I'm also getting my wisdom teeth removed.
Yeah.
Mine are already like totally popping out. I'm like,
mine too.
Okay, true. Wait, hello? True?
Yeah.
Inventing new words out here. Let's go. It is so warm in here. I'm sweating. I can feel it on my upper lip. Anyway, I got a killer mustache.
He's got a soup strainer.
What?
That's what it's called. When
I've never heard it be described like that.
Google it.
Google it?
Yeah.
All right.
Pull it up, Jamie.
Listen, man, I'll take it. These go hard.
Yeah, that's what I would say about it too.
You kidding me, bro? Look at this. The Mona Lisa.
No. That's not a soup strainer.
Well, I mean, this is what Google's giving me, Cole. You can't argue with
You gotta
Google.
find the middle school ones, because that's what you're rocking right now. Not gonna lie.
Bruh, how are you gonna no. Yeah, well, actually, I have a little fact about body hair, but we'll get to that in a little bit.
Where are you going with that?
You'll see. So for this episode, like I mentioned before in the introduction, we have a bunch of obscure facts that I found online. I mean, I literally just put obscure facts about everything on Google, and then I got a bunch of things too.
Wow.
Yeah, so I got some on history. I got some like weird animal facts. I got some on body hair apparently, and so the challenge I present to Cole is I'm gonna say a statement, right? And Cole has to decide whether it is fact or cap. All right, Cole, are you ready for this?
No.
So I have 10 of
Sure.
these. I have 10 of these. Like the past hour, this is what I was doing. I was Googling away.
Wow.
All right, ready? This is the first one I have for you. Ketchup was first sold as medicine. Fact or cap?
I can buy that.
You can buy that?
Yeah.
You're going to say it's true.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Why not?
Really?
Sure.
That is a fact. In 1834, it was sold as a cure for an upset stomach by someone named John Cook, and he sold them in like tomato pills.
Wow.
And he would give these to people, and they would be like, "Oh, you have stomach pain? No, you don't," with a ketchup pill. But it wasn't popularized as a condiment until the late 19th century.
Wow.
Wow.
1 for 1.
All right. Next one. There were female gladiators in ancient Rome. Fact or cap?
I feel like that's in the realm of possibilities. There had to be like some who just went undercover.
This is a fact. And they were called gladiatrix. Like their male counterparts, gladiatrices fought each other or wild animals to entertain audiences at various games and festivals, but since they were so rare, very little is known about them.
Damn.
I think you'd make a very good gladiator, Cole. What would happen if me and you went down in the arena? 2v1 versus Ore.
Depends on what weapons we have.
What weapons were typically used in these battles? I don't know if you know.
They had like swords, or they had like a spear and a net guy.
A net guy?
Like he would like net people. And I think he also had like a trident, like Neptune.
Whoa.
They tried to be all quirky with them.
Anyway, next one. During the Great Depression, people made clothes from food sacks. Fact or cap?
From food what?
Sacks.
Oh, yeah.
You know this for a fact.
Yeah, it's like the potato things, right?
Yeah. So with feed sacks and flour bags, farm women took thriftiness to new heights of creativity, transforming the humble bags into dresses, underwear, towels, curtains, quilts, and other household necessities.
Wow.
And because of this trend, food distributors actually started making their sacks more colorful to help people remain a little bit fashionable in such a hard time.
Wow. That's
We
great.
got to go to a thrift store and see if we can cop one of these.
I think we could just make one.
That too. Where are we gonna get a potato sack?
You could ask Molten.
No, I'm gonna go pull up to Super Snacks. I'm gonna be like, hey, you guys have any extra potato sacks lying around?
Just pull up to Five Guys.
Oh, why Five Guys?
Because they always have like the fresh potatoes. They're like from Idaho.
They're from Idaho.
Well,
Does Idaho make a lot of potatoes?
Yeah. They always put like the sign on the wall. They're like from Boise, Idaho today.
Boise.
Yeah, boys.
Oh, I that reminded me of a joke. Something that helps me remember the capital of Idaho is who do all the hoes hang out with?
Who?
Boys. See, it's very depressing because I don't have my soundboard today. Usually I have a rim shot kind of thing like the
I don't think that one deserved it.
Fair enough. Next one. The shortest war in history lasted 1 hour and 38 minutes. Fact or cap? I feel like you would have known this. Oh, okay. He's thinking.
I feel like that's true. The shortest war I remember was like 6 minutes, I think.
6 minutes.
Yeah.
No, I looked it up. I got multiple sources. I fact checked all of these.
Well,
facts.
like all I'm saying is the only one I know that was short was 6 minutes.
Do you remember like the name of it?
I think it was like the British beating the shit out of Zanzibar. Sorry.
Well, I mean, you're very close. So that is indeed wrong. It is cap.
Damn.
And it was actually only 38 minutes, but you're right also, so you get like half a point for that. It was between between Britain and Zanzibar. It was the Anglo-Zanzibar War, which occurred on August 27th, 1896. Look at that. Who won that war?
The British. What do you think?
Yeah, I think the Navy just clapped them and then they just left. They were like, all right. Just
No, the Sultan was like uppity, and then the British were like, well, you see, that's not going to work for us.
All right, here's another fun fact about war. Wait, that sentence. Anyway, the USSR ran out of vodka celebrating the end of World War II.
That's true.
You know this for a fact.
Yeah.
That is a fact, yeah. So when the war ended, street parties engulfed the Soviet Union, like everyone was partying.
Let's go.
And by the time Joseph Stalin addressed the nation 22 hours later, they had already run out of vodka. That's actually wild, bro. They go hard.
They went really hard. They also have a habit of like, anytime there's any big procession or something, like for the death of a state leader or the coronation of a czar, everyone kind of comes into the Moscow or St. Petersburg, and then they all trample themselves, and like thousands will literally die. And this has happened time and time again throughout Russian history.
And they never like...
They haven't figured it out. Like, it was like one of the things that helped bring down the czars. And then the Soviet Union, when Stalin died, the same shit happened again.
Speaking of the same happening again.
Yeah.
Cole has his own fun facts. I came here thinking I was going to be the one teaching, but you know Cole.
I know 5 things.
All right, well, let's see if this is one of them. An extinct penguin species used to be up to 9 feet tall. Fact or cap?
I want it to be true.
Is that your answer?
Sure.
It's cap. So, according to a 2017 report, there's evidence that the extinct, I'm going to butcher this name.
If he was
It's
8 feet tall, I should get this one.
It's the Kumimanu
Oh, that's my favorite.
penguins. They once stood close to 6 feet tall and weighed more than 200 pounds. So imagine a penguin as tall as me.
Well, just a little bit taller.
No, I said close to 6 feet.
Oh, okay.
I'm cool. we took the other day. I like.
What are
made
you,
Cole-
French?
The other day I made Cole check my height, like for real. Because this whole time I thought I was 5'11". Guess what, Cole? You want to break the news?
I think he's 5'10", but his hair kind of goes up to 5'11", so you can decide if that counts.
Yeah, and if I have shoes, I'm technically 6. That's just like.
And if we round up, we're technically 7.
Maybe if I wear heels, I mean, I don't know.
Just hypothetically. Not that you ever would, unless.
All right, here's another one. The letter Z was removed from the alphabet for 200 years. Fact or cap?
How do they spell Z words?
I don't know.
What 200 years?
Around 300 BC. This was done by an ancient Roman.
Do they have the power to do that?
I don't know. You're the history buff here.
I feel like it's in the realm of possibility of things that happen, but there's also other things with Latin that were never corrected. So I feel like this might be wrong.
This is a fact. So, I don't know if this is a title, but it says Roman censor. What's a censor?
It's the guy who holds the census.
Okay. Well, the Roman censor, Appius Claudius Caecus, had Z removed from the alphabet due to the fact that it wasn't used much. The letter S was also removed, and the letter G was added. It took another 200 years for Z to make its way back to the end of the alphabet, though.
Where did it come back?
I don't know. I mean...
What about S?
I don't know, Cole. I didn't dive that much into these facts, but apparently...
I feel like there's a fair number of S's in Latin, too.
I don't know, but it said the letter S was also removed. And he was like, G, this needs to be a letter. You want me to, like, triple fact check this?
No, I don't care.
Neither does he. They already clicked off the video. There's only like
Yeah.
There's only like that one person who's still here. Like, this is quite interesting.
They have nothing going on in their lives.
Hey, whoa! Let's not flame my audience like that.
They're sitting there like, man, this is a nice table. This is a nice roof.
The floor seems to be made out of floor. All right, here's another one. A sneeze sounds different depending on where you are in the world.
Do you mean like accent-wise or like pressure
Sure,
and
yeah,
altitude-wise? Sure.
That is a fact.
Let's go.
In English-speaking countries, people tend to say like achoo when they sneeze. In French-speaking, they go with a similar sounding achom. The Germans say hashchi, and the Japanese say hakshon. And there's a similar thing when babies cry. Like if you take like a German baby and like a French baby and like a Spanish baby and like an American baby, like they all their cries sound different.
Dang.
Do you think it's because like they can hear from inside the womb? I don't know.
Yeah, they can. I think that's true. Yeah.
And so they're like, oh, this is how someone sounds like when they're crying.
I don't know if,
Well, I don't know how. I've never taken.
Unless the mom's really unhappy, I don't know how often she's gonna like the baby's gonna hear that.
Maybe they like watching sad movies or something. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm just thinking. And we're back. Hello.
Yeah, Mike screwed up.
Our recording stopped, and
I noticed.
We were like, oh. I asked Cole, did you see when it stopped? He's like, nope. I'm like, oh no. But it wasn't that far back. We were talking about babies, and how they like sneeze differently. No, how they
that's
cry
how it
differently.
ended. That's how it ended.
Yeah. And then we were talking about inside the womb. Anyway, we're back. We didn't really go much further than that. I think we did some.
So let's
What?
go further.
Oh, okay, I see. Wow, like you're too sophisticated for me to like understand and comprehend and process what you're saying. Look at that. I said 3 words. Okay. All right. So here's the next fact. Hairiness correlates with higher IQs. Factor cap. I'm talking about like body hair. The hairier you
All I'm
are-
saying is monkeys are not as smart as us. They're hairy as hell. So, I don't know.
That's a fact.
No way.
So
Who are they asking? Italians?
So you know
They probably asked a bunch of Italians. So this is really just completely skewed.
So you know what's like the name of the people who do like the IQ test? Isn't like Mensa or something like that? Yeah, but they did a study where like not only did they take like the IQ like results, but they also like did a poll to see like if they have a lot of body hair or whatever. And that study revealed that people with more body hair also tended to have the highest IQs.
Wow. I don't know if I agree with this, but we'll see.
No, I'm kidding. My legs hairy as hell.
I know, but there's like
Again, see, here's the thing, right?
there's smart people in every ethnicity,
Correlation.
not causation.
Exactly.
There we go.
It's just like a trend. It's like it's not like fact.
So it might be cap.
So it's like fact. It's like 0.5 fact. It's not even a fact. Anyway, here's the last one. Eating large amounts of cheese can cause nightmares. Ori seems to be safe from this one. By the way, Ori is our other roommate.
He's also like a big baby because he won't eat cheese. And he is 19, which is, in my opinion, kind of pathetic. And I don't mean like scary cheeses like blue cheese or some of that stuff. I'm talking mozzarella sticks, like mac and cheese. Like these are not foods that you can just say, I don't eat them when you're 19 because they have cheese in them. Like, you don't like them? You don't want to be unhealthy? Fair enough. But come on, grow up.
Thanks for the little PSA from Cole. Anyway, factor cap.
I feel like this one's crazy enough so that it could be true.
This is a cap, bro. You were doing good for like the first couple of them, and then
It's
you
because I have
got every
absolutely
other
no idea.
Right. So
Man said he tailored these to me, and then he's asking me about cheese and body hair.
exactly.
Like hell, I know anything about that.
I mean, I don't either. So like when I was researching these were more of like the, oh crap, Cole's coming in
Forehead.
20 minutes and I need something. So I couldn't do as much research as like the Gladiator question. But anyway, yeah. So it's wrong. It may actually prevent nightmares.
Wow.
So in 2013, a study conducted by the British Cheese Board.
Oh, that is no way.
That's a real thing.
Yeah, but no way that's actually a real legit study. They're like, yeah, guys, the cheese board says if you eat cheese,
No,
then
listen.
bad
All
things won't happen.
participants who ate cheese before bed reported having no nightmares. but the interesting.
When was the last time you had a nightmare?
I can't remember.
Yeah, exactly.
I rarely remember my dreams to begin with, though.
The only nightmare I remember, like, my brother went to Costa Rica and he brought back this little volcano,
Oh no.
like this little volcano statue, and he put it in my room. And I had night lights, right? So there's some light. So every night I'd go to sleep facing the volcano, and then I learned that volcanoes, can come up anywhere from the tectonic plates moving, and so I was convinced that that a volcano would appear in my backyard while I was sleeping and kill everyone I knew. So I was horrified, and so eventually my dad took away the volcano, and that kind of solved it. But that's the last kind of stuff that I remember.
So you were like what, 12?
No, he went in high school, so I would have been
Like
at
8?
most 8.
I mean, that would freak any 8-year-old. I mean, dude, a volcano killing all your neighbors.
I know, and especially one in your backyard. Like, what the hell? Why would it come up there?
Because it's in your backyard.
Yeah, damn.
Anyway, no, like I've been trying to remember. I can't remember the last time I had a nightmare. Me and Cole.
Where's the transition?
As all roommates do, share a lot of memes with each other. and
You know,
so-
it's honestly a good thing that we get along.
okay.
A lot of
okay,
people
so,
do not get along.
So here's the thing, right?
You know, there's
I
some
wanted
people
to
on our
ask-
floor didn't get along even.
Cole's trying to start things.
It's okay. Nobody on the floor will be listening this far in, so I can very much say whatever I want. And if not, we're gonna blame it on Ore.
But anyway, so Where was I going with this? Yeah.
I don't
So I wanted to ask, you know how like we send each other like the stupidest things of like
Mhm.
thing? Do you think like the crappier the humor, the smarter the person
I think there's definitely a correlation.
with humor and intellect, right?
Yeah. Well, there's that. But I also think you could be really stupid and say funny stuff. It's like you could do dumb stuff and you could still be smart. But I feel like you could also be dumb and do smart stuff.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at that. He did the chiasmus. Look at that.
We really
I
be
learned
loving
about
that.
this
We really
yesterday.
be loving this.
So chiasmus, for those of you guys who don't know, is basically when you make like an X with your sentence structure. So what Cole just did is dumb people can do smart things and smart people can do dumb things. It's like you just do the little flipperoo and then it like that's called chiasmus. Anyway, I'm in an English writing class. I'm very smart now.
Use that in
learning
your
how to-
Scrabble.
What?
Use that word in your Scrabble.
Is it 7 letters?
I don't remember.
Speaking of 7 letters, did you do the Wordle today?
I have not done the Wordle today, but yesterday I was so proud of myself. Ariel got mad because we always do it together, and we didn't do it together yesterday. She was like, "You're not allowed to do this," and I think she got angry because I did well.
What was the Wordle yesterday? I mean, by the time the audience hears this, it's not even gonna matter.
It was
a
a comma, yeah.
Oh, bro, I'm so proud of myself. I'll show you later, but I got it in 3.
Wow.
The one today. It was very easy.
All my friends were like getting 5 and 6, so you really popped off on them.
Let's go. Yeah, I like busted out of my yes, and then it was right, and I was like, why is this the word? But anyway.
How were your first 2 guesses? Were they pretty good, or did you just like get lucky on the third one?
I mean, you already know my first guess, and
Yeah.
like that did very well. Like I got 1 letter green, 2
Mhm.
yellow, and then
I was watching a guy in math class today completely just take so many L's. He was 4 guesses in with only yellows. I was like, man, you got to rethink this strategy.
yeah, I don't get people who like don't keep reusing the same like. I mean, I get the strategy of like
Just
you wanna
guessing
use
stuff?
as many letters
Yeah,
as possible.
but like I don't know. I a lot of people just like do it quickly, but I like thinking about it
right.
and taking time. And I don't know. I don't even have that much patience, but it's just like, what's
That
the
is
point?
true. Wait, Cole is like the most impatient person I know.
But well, it's like, what's the point of rushing through it? Like, it's the whole point is it's supposed to be a mental challenge. If you just sit there fat fingering a bunch of letters and hoping it works out, then it's not like
Gyro.
worth it.
I forgot the words he uses, but yeah.
Dough.
Ray mi fa sol la ti do. Yeah, I'm a musician. Yeah, I don't know, but Wordle's like low key fun. Like I was super late.
Not
to,
like low key.
no. Well, I mean, I just like
So
word.
sad.
I like puzzles and word games in general. They're probably my favorite like genre of mobile games.
You should do
Specifically
a
mobile games.
crossword podcast.
A crossword pod. Hey guys, today we're doing a crossword.
We're doing the
number
New York Times.
157.
You know, that's my math teacher from high school, I really love him, and he had a YouTube channel called Crossword Guy, and he would go into his office because like his son was my friend at the school as well, and so he'd go into his office and he's like, "Everybody, shut up! I'm recording a new YouTube video," and then he would go do the New York Times crossword for the day, and he'd be like, "All right, guys, so next word is a 5-letter word for handbag." I've thought about this one a little bit, and then he just like does that over and over. Yeah, right. And he just goes through it, and he just like you could probably look him up. I think it's Crossword Guy. It's really sad. He stopped doing them because quote nobody was watching them, and it made me feel so bad. And everybody in the math class was like, "Oh, that is the saddest thing I've ever heard."
Wait. I think I got it.
It's this one.
Was this 5 years ago? Yeah, crossword.
Oh, and he like the mortgage Excel is from I think my finance class.
Yeah. If you guys want to support Cole's old math teacher who does crosswords, did crosswords. Maybe do you think like if he started popping off with views, like all of a sudden he'd be like, "Hey, I should probably make more of these."
Yeah. He really likes it. He's incredibly good at Scrabble. Like every time he would bring up a word in math, he'd be like, if you played this word in Scrabble, it'd be 24 points.
Yeah.
And then we
had it down to the okay.
Yeah. And then we would play him, and it would be like us versus all of my friends. So there'd be like 8 people against him, and he would just completely just wipe the floor with us. We'd be like, man, this game's hard.
So then, what do you think the strategy is there? Like just math?
For what? Crossword?
Scrabble.
Oh, I don't know. I think he's just really smart and he did it a lot.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, I guess, yeah, it's like kind of true with a lot of things. Where like the more you do it, you just get better at it naturally. I mean, I've been doing this podcast for 2 years, and
Well, most things, I guess.
like I said, some things. Yeah, but anyway.
At least we're still recording now.
All right. So now to kind of jump into the next segment of this show, I took quite a bit of time, arguably too much time, to create this college major tier list. This is going to be going on the Instagram, so this will be like the first post in like 10 years.
Oh, wow. You really put it together.
Yeah.
Biochem is definitely F tier. I'm never doing that in my entire life.
Oh my gosh. All right. Yeah. So I have I think it's 40.
Do you have German in here?
German is in here.
Thank God. You know, I was looking at the German thing today because I want to see if there's like anyone who will teach me Dutch, right? And they have like, they're really proud of their German major. They're like 86% of students who take German do not regret their major versus 45% of all students. I was like, dang.
Wait, 45 regret their major?
No, 45% like their major. So 55% regret it.
I got this from this website. Like it basically tracks the number of majors, right? So they're categorized into humanities and fine arts, natural science and math, social and behavioral sciences, and then I didn't put the interdepartmental, but that's just for like if you want to be a teacher, you can major in math and education, and you go out of college being a math teacher. And then I put the interdisciplinary ones. But anyway, so I guess the most popular humanities and fine arts major that here at Bowdoin is what? Is it English?
Yeah, with a lot more women than men.
But I just thought this was like very interesting data. I think it's from the class of 2021. So it's like,
yeah,
it's updated. In the natural science and math, I mean, no surprise there. Mathematics is the number one. And number two is computer science.
No way.
So yeah, apparently computer science courses are like very competitive and like hard to get into, which is kind of scary because that's kind of like what I plan to major in. And like, I don't ever want to run into the situation where it's like I can't get a class because it's overfilled.
Hopefully get preference at some point.
Well, I mean, yeah, but that's probably not until I'm like a senior or like at least declared my major.
Yeah.
And then for social and behavioral science, by far number one is economics. Well, actually, no, government's pretty close too.
It's just above. Dang.
Yeah, and then in terms of interdisciplinary, those are kind of like
don't care about that.
Small numbers. But environmental studies is up there. But anyway, so that's just kind of like a little preview. All right, yeah, so I listed all of the majors. I mean, we have anything from art history to chemical physics to music to German. Yeah, so me and Cora just kind of like, I mean, we already disagree on some things, so we'll have to negotiate and like, well, what's the middle ground word?
Compromise.
Compromise.
There we go.
Yeah. Taking an English class.
He's in an English class. Comma.
Anyway, all right. So I guess we could just go in order. So the first one, art history.
That's like literally the quintessential joke major.
No, that would be physics.
Nah, art history is like you went to college, you spent money, and you got an art history degree. What are you doing?
I'm kind of curious. What can you do with an art history? Like
be a
just
curator?
Like a museum? Yeah, museums is where you'd probably go. I would honestly, I'd give that a B.
No way.
I'd give that a B.
I'm saying C.
Rock, paper, scissors. This is how
C+.
professional tier lists are created. Rock. Okay, so we'll do 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Okay.
So rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Damn.
Let's go. So our history is going to be placed in B. All right, philosophy. I couldn't even say the major. I was going to say philosophy. What is philosophy?
It's just thinking. And the problem is they never decide, so I think it's useless.
Well, what would be like some questions philosophers ask? Like, what is life? What is the meaning of life?
Yeah, what does God exist?
Those are some pretty hard-hitting questions. I mean, like, will you ever get an answer to those?
No. The issue is, no matter what anyone says, there's always going to be someone who's like, nah.
Yeah.
And then they'll be like, time to type up my 73-page thesis on it. And all of it's just completely a drag on society.
Do you know any of like famous philosophers?
Thomas Hobbes.
John Locke?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know my U.S. That's not even U.S. history.
It's okay. It's okay.
I
It's
took
okay.
AP Hero.
I'm gonna.
I think C is fair. Religion? Ooh. All right, so here's the thing. Cole's girlfriend is a philosophy major. My girlfriend is a religion minor.
What's her major?
Psychology.
Uh-oh.
But anyway, religion. What's the case for religion?
I think those are some great points. I don't know if we need to say any more about this.
Do priests get degrees? Like, is it like a requirement?
I doubt it. They're probably really down bad for people to go become priests and stuff.
Wait, I could look it up on my phone. Priests must also be college educated, starting
Wow.
with a bachelor's degree from an accredited
There you go.
institution. They take theology, philosophy, literature, and religious studies are the most common majors for priests. Huh. Well, there you go. I didn't know that.
So what are we thinking for this major?
Well, I mean, if you could be a priest, I think that's a pretty big role. Like, think about it.
I know, but do you want to be that? This
Well,
is
I
our
personally-
tier list.
I personally, dude,
Yeah.
I cannot speak today.
This is
Hello?
our tier list. Do you want to be a priest?
I'm putting it at C.
No way.
I'm putting it at C.
This is a diplomatic maneuver.
Romance, languages, and literature.
Literature I don't really care about, but I like Latin.
Latin's a romance language, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that like the
Man.
all right, where are we putting this? I don't know anything, but like I know nothing about this major or like
I don't
what
know. It's
is
like A or
required.
B.
Interesting. Well, I don't know anything about this, so I'm gonna let you place it wherever you want.
I'll put it like here.
He put it B tier, folks. All right, Russian.
No.
I'm gonna keep it real. Russian. What are you doing?
And the next one too.
Okay, now theater and dance. Listen,
No, I'm not gonna listen.
without theater and dance, we would not have musicals. We would not have movies.
Why are you going to this college and then you're doing theater and dance? Come on. Don't go to a random college in Maine and then do theater and dance. Go to a specialized college if you really are passionate. But at the end of the day, you're probably not good enough to be like on Broadway. And even if you are, I don't even know if it's that good of a life. So awkward.
True. That the entertainment industry is pretty tough.
Yeah.
I should know. I'm a podcast host.
How many subscribers do you have?
57.
I thought you had 58 at one point.
We may have lost a couple on the way, but you know what? That's fair. I'm gonna give it a bump. I'm gonna put it C.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna give it a C tier.
Visual arts, I think, is going to go there as well.
Come on, bro.
Like
Visual arts, painting. Michelangelo.
You're still at the wrong school to do it, though. These are like, why aren't you at a painting school? It's like, why would you go do music here when you
Right.
could go to like Juilliard, something dedicated?
All right, so that's what we're basing this tier list off of.
Yeah.
I was just kind of in a general sense.
No, it's like my opinion and
It's
how
like-
stupid I think you are. Respectfully.
But I mean, we have like a whole college art museum.
Yeah, that just means we've bought
Hello?
stuff in the past.
I would give that a B tier.
No way.
Like if we're gonna be talking art history,
I put my own major basically in B tier. I'm not putting visual arts there. Okay, biochem, I think we can just assign as F, and biology as well, because I'm never ever doing those classes. I hate them.
Okay. But here's the case for biology.
Oh, please.
Life.
Yeah, but that's not our job. That's
It
some
is-
other
It
people's
is the
job.
science of life.
But it's our opinions. Well, are you
But
doing
I-
biology classes?
no.
Okay, F. Chemical physics.
No. Okay, biochem.
Get out.
What the hell are you biochem?
Biology and chemistry?
Do they make vaccines?
I feel like biochem's more legit than bio. Like, yeah. I think like biochem would be
You know,
more
because
medicine
if
stuff.
biochem makes vaccines, come on, bro.
I don't really care about vaccines, but other stuff is cool.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah, I'm anti-vax at this point. Did I tell you about that?
So how the hell did you like get into the school?
After I got my booster shot, I legitimately
You, like, took it out.
No, I legitimately got major chest pain, heart palpitations, and it sometimes comes back all these months later. So I'm not looking forward if they make me get another one.
Well,
It's
no,
legit
the other way
sketchy,
around.
and my friend had it happen too. So it's not just me.
Well, I mean, the whole point of vaccines is to kind of like get you exposed to it like a little bit in a way that your body can handle it.
Well, that's not what this one was. This one like teaches the cells how to deal with it.
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, yeah.
But all I'm saying is have you had heart palpitations?
I don't even know what that is.
Okay, it's like, you know how your heart's here, right?
When it's like very like hard, like beating?
No, it's like you can feel it other places in your body.
Hello?
Yeah, it's not fun.
All right, chemical physics.
I don't know what that is. I'm scared of it.
It's like, it's okay, so biochem is biology and chemistry mixed together. I would assume chemical physics is both of those mixed together.
Are you going to take any of those classes?
Probably not.
Okay, I think that's F.
I am stepping, after taking AP chemistry in high school, I was like, let's not. Hold on. So Cole just added chemistry to F. Okay, listen, chemistry is fun.
No, it's not.
Chemistry is basically
if it's
like
fun, then why aren't you doing it? That's not true. Chemistry can get very hard.
Well, okay. 10th grade chemistry.
Exactly.
I crushed that class. And then I took AP chemistry and I was crushing that class until I stopped caring.
I just got a message from my friend. He goes, Nicholas, I keep trying to congratulate you for your new position as cafe assistant, but the Wi-Fi is down.
Bruh. Chemistry is all right. I'll give it a C tier.
Fine.
We got to give it a C. Chemical physics, though, I don't know about that.
And
computer science.
Classics is S, obviously.
Oh, classics? All right. No, I want to hear your case on classics.
The thing with college is it doesn't really matter what you do, except for some things. Like, I don't think you can be a computer scientist unless you do computer science.
Right.
But you can go into finance with a lot of degrees, so long as you do well in those degrees. And also, they don't want to only hire econ majors, and because so many econ majors go into finance, you don't stand out. And so when you are a classics major and you're less than 1% of the population, you stand out. So if you've done well, then it looks cool. And then if you go to grad school and you get something that is applicable, then you're...
What do you think most nurses like went to school for?
I don't know.
Classics.
Wow.
Actually. Or according to this guy. And lawyers?
Yeah, a lot of lawyers do really well there. I think math and classics are the best things if you want to be a lawyer.
Why math?
Because there's not a lot of math majors you go into.
So so the point is to like stand out in the field. So if I get a computer science and education degree,
you'd probably do okay. Because most of the lawyers are like history, poli-sci, or I don't even know.
Legal studies.
Yeah, government stuff. And they're kind of boring and they don't have any personality.
Does your mom have personality?
She's an econ major because that's the only thing her dad would pay for.
I can give class 6 S tier.
Wow.
Computer science?
You don't want to put it in S?
Here's the thing.
Is it hard?
It's very hard.
See, I haven't had that problem with classics
I don't know how hard classics can get.
We'll see. Like, I guess if you're good at Latin, that helps. I'm not that good at Latin, but I had an easy class.
Latin. Yeah, you just spoke to like the 2 people in the world.
Yeah. And then if you can like do the readings and care it at all.
That's the thing. I'm going to keep it real. Last semester, I had a ton of readings. I had readings for 3 of my classes, and it was not fun.
You're like, I don't want to do this.
And then now with the problem sets, I only get 1 a week. It's not as stressful in terms of time because it's like you only have 2 days to read like 30 to 50 pages or something, and it's like, that's not for me. Also, I just bumped up computer science last year.
Crap.
Okay, but here's the case for computer science. 1, it's a very like growing industry, right? And then 2,
what happens when programs start programming themselves?
I think right now we're at a like that will come at a very long time. Well, actually, I don't know because we said the same thing about jetpacks. I saw a video today. They like have jetpacks now.
I don't think these are comparable, but thought you were gonna say something about jobs, but fair enough. Oh dang! I gotta put this one up here.
Whoa. Okay, what did you add? You added Earth and Ocean Science.
Yeah, I don't care about that. I think that's boring to me. All right,
neuroscience.
Neuroscience. I put math in A.
Oh right. Well, I mean that's fair.
Okay.
Neuroscience, I'd also put like B.
Fine.
Physics. Physics. Engineers. I mean, it's kind of...
Ariel hates engineers. She's like an irrational hatred. She's just like, it's like literally a meme. She's just like, I hate people who do engineering. Wait. What the hell do we need you for?
Okay, so hear me out. Let's put physics in F tier. just so that people come and watch the video, and it's for content.
Wow.
Engagement. You know what I mean?
You have to cut that part out now. When you just said that we would just put it there just so that we clickbait them.
No, I'm leaving it in.
Okay.
But yeah.
What's
Physics,
anthropology?
all my homies hate physics.
What's anthropology?
Anthropology is like history of humans.
Boring.
Economics. We'll put
I
BT.
legit have been having fun in my econ class. It's interesting.
It is interesting. I loved my econ teacher in high school. And if I don't, okay, so here's my plan for like next semester.
Wow.
I'm planning on taking 2 computer science courses, an education class, and then a math class.
You're going to take a fifth class? Fifth class?
No. If I don't get one of those computer science, it's going to be an econ class.
Have you taken any Gov and Legal Studies classes?
Not since AP Gov.
I have not. So I don't even know what to say about this.
Well, I mean, at one point, I remember you telling me you wanted to be a lawyer.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see, because the issue with being a lawyer is you get out of college and then you have another 3 years of school before you make any money.
Right.
And that's kind of an L.
That's why you start a side hustle like On My Mind, the podcast that, makes you $0 per month.
Hashtag monetized.
Hashtag subscribe.
Please. Listen. Like,
I want to buy a better microphone.
if you do finance, you get out of college, boom, you're already making money.
True.
Like, the problem with econ is, as I said, everyone does econ. So
Right. All right.
Boring.
So government and legal studies, I mean, we'll put C tier because politicians.
yeah, for sure.
Psychology, I'll put A tier.
No way. I'm
You
putting
ha-
B. I'm putting B.
Fair. Okay. No, listen, psychology, I have so much fun in my psychology. I've never had a bad psychology class. Sociology, we'll put C tier. Education, S tier. Come on, dude. We need more teachers. Teachers need to be paid more, bro. S tier.
See, the thing is, to me, I will never be a teacher because I cannot tolerate.
I can probably do it.
But this is a team effort.
Says the guy who put classics in S.
Because you agreed.
True.
See, the issue is I will never be a teacher, and
No,
I
but
cannot deal
listen.
with. I cannot deal with people who are just stupid. And the problem is, there's so many kids who just do not know what they're doing, and so I could not.
See, but like a lot of kids also like just need a really good teacher. In like education, I love teaching, right? And teachers played a huge role in my life.
Wow.
And I kind of want to give that back as a teacher myself. Maybe. I'll probably be a computer scientist first though. Cuz got to chase that back.
You could be a lecturer you could be like a professor.
There's a lot of things. Like education's pretty flexible. It's like I could eventually get my teaching credential or whatever and then be like pogging.
Are you big on Africana or Asian studies?
I did take an Africana studies class over the summer. It was very interesting. We'll put C tier. DCS, it's basically computer science plus everything else. It's
Okay.
interdisciplinary, as in it's not just coding. It's like they look at the ethics of AI, for example. So it's like a philosophy computer science class.
What do you think?
I give it a B.
Okay. Environmental studies.
C.
Yeah.
Gender, sexuality, and
Yeah, I'm
women's
gonna
studies.
put this one here.
He is taking a what is it, like bad women in history?
Yeah, in European history.
And how's that class going so far?
I don't enjoy parts of it, so it's not my thing.
Latin American, C. Okay, English,
I'm saying B.
Francophone studies, French. So English is the most spoken language is Mandarin the most
I think
spoken
it's
language?
Spanish.
Spanish is the most spoken
I
language.
feel like Spanish because you have all of South America. I mean, maybe I'm wrong.
But also like China.
Yeah, but China has so many different dialects.
But isn't it still like under Mandarin?
I don't know.
What is the most spoken language in the world? It would be English, Chinese, Hindi, Spanish, and then French. Those are
Yeah.
the top 5.
Like, okay,
Duolingo.
I'm just put German and French here because I don't
And
really,
Hispanic.
I don't see the point of spending all this time. Sure.
Oh, history. Oof.
I'll probably end up with a minor in history.
Double major minor?
Maybe double minor if I can get the econ
Bro,
stuff in.
hello?
Yeah, I know. We'll see.
Man said, I'm gonna do a major every year that I'm here. Okay, like history, I think history is important to know.
I put it in B. There's some really boring stuff.
Fair.
I like military history, which is kind of like red flags apparently, but it's also much more interesting than just talking about stuff. Music, again, go
Music
to
is like the
a
entertainment.
dedicated school.
All right.
Thanks.
So, in S tier we have totally not biased classics and computer
It's our
science.
tier list. It makes sense.
In A we have math education. In B we have art history, romance, language and literature, biochem, neuroscience, economics, psychology, DCS, English, history and music. C tier we have philosophy, religion, theater and dance, visual arts, earth and ocean science, chemistry, government, sociology, Africana studies, Asian studies, environmental studies, Latin American studies, Francophone studies, German, Hispanic studies, and Italian studies. Then F, we have Russian, biology, chemical physics, anthropology, and then
SWS.
GSWS. And that is Michael and Cole's
Major tier list.
Bowdoin College major tier list.
Wow.
So yeah, follow us at OMM the podcast. Thank you for joining us today. And with that being said, Cole, thank you for being on the show. Is it almost dinner time? Oh, it's 4:30, bruh.
It's okay. We have to get there early. I think there's going to be a line because it's like Indian
Oh, I
night.
didn't even see the menu tonight.
It's Indian night.
But anyway, we can talk about that
Cocoa Puffs.
off air. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe, like the video, share it with your friends. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We'll see you guys next week.